Some people rebuild their lives once. Some rebuild them twice. But there are a few rare souls who rebuild their lives while also building the lives of others. This is the story of Clara, a single mother of two, broke, overwhelmed, and nearly defeated, who somehow learned to build houses with nothing but worn-out tools, unshakable purpose, and a resilience that only those who have lost everything possess. This is not a story about bricks. It is a story about courage, about a woman who had no one to save her. So she saved herself. Settle in. Breathe deeply. Let Clara remind you that the smallest acts of rebuilding can become the greatest structures of a life. Clara had always imagined her life differently. She pictured a home full of warmth, a partner who loved her, a steady income, and a future she could hold with both hands. Instead, she found herself alone with two young children, Leo age 6, and Isla only 3. The father had vanished. The moment responsibility arrived. No goodbye, no support, no explanation. Clara worked 3 small jobs, cleaning, sorting, delivering, but still couldn't keep up with the rising rent and the collapsing roof over their heads. The house they lived in was barely a house. The floorboards creaked, the windows rattled in the wind, and every storm brought new leaks that she had no money to repair. The nights were the hardest. That was when fear whispered, "You're failing them. You'll never make it alone." Clara often cried quietly, hidden beneath the sound of her children's gentle breathing. But each morning, she wiped her face, smiled at them, and said, "We'll be okay. I promise," even when she had no proof. One evening, after putting the children to bed, she noticed a wooden beam above their room bending under water damage. It was a danger she couldn't ignore. She panicked, not knowing who to call, how to fix it, or how much it would cost. Her phone had no one listed under help. Her bank account had nothing under savings. The only thing she had was the old toolbox her grandfather had left her when she was a little girl. The tools were rusted. The handle of the hammer was cracked. The screwdriver bent slightly to the left. But they were real. They were something. Clara pulled out the toolbox, climbed a shaky stool, and whispered, "Please don't let me break this house any more than it already is." The first hammer hit was awkward. The second was loud. The third nearly knocked her off balance. But slowly, she figured it out. Piece by piece, she reinforced the beam. By midnight, her arms were trembling, her back aching, but the structure was safe. She sat on the floor afterward, overwhelmed, not from exhaustion, but from a realization. Maybe I can do more than survive. Word spreads quietly in small towns. A neighbor noticed the repairs. Then another. Then another. One woman approached her. "Clara, could you look at my fence? I can't afford a handyman." Clara wanted to refuse. She didn't trust herself. She didn't believe she knew enough. But she also needed the extra income. She fixed the fence. Then she fixed a porch. Then she patched a wall. Her confidence grew as steadily as the savings in her coffee jar. People asked her how she learned. Clara always answered honestly. "Desperation taught me first. Purpose taught me the rest." Her children watched her with awe. Leo followed her around with a tiny toy hammer. Isla sat nearby holding nails that were really crayons. Clara realized something profound. She wasn't building alone. She was building for them. And somehow that made her stronger. Within a year, Clara's life transformed. She rebuilt her entire home. Every floorboard, every window, every leaking patch of ceiling. She studied construction books at night. While the children slept beside her, she learned everything she could. Her neighbors began to introduce her as Clara, the woman who builds houses. Soon she had enough work to leave her cleaning jobs behind. One day, a young mother with a baby approached her, trembling. I heard you help people. I'm on my own. I don't know how to keep a roof over my child's head. Clara saw herself, the fear, the exhaustion, the desire to protect someone small and innocent. She built the woman a safe room first, then repaired the rest of her tiny home, charging nothing. When people asked why she did it, Clara simply said, "Because no one helped me. And I know exactly how that feels." 2 years after she first climbed onto her leaking roof, Clara stood outside her newly rebuilt home, strong, sturdy, warm. Her children ran around the garden, laughing, no longer afraid of storms, or falling ceilings, or moving again and again. She placed a hand on the wall. She had rebuilt with blistered fingers, lonely nights, and unbreakable determination. And for the first time in her adult life, she whispered, "I'm proud of me. Not for being perfect, not for being strong all the time, not for doing it alone, but for rising." Every single time the world tried to bury her, Clara was no longer broke, and she was no longer broken. She had built a future, the same way she built her home, one shaky, brave step at a time. Strength is not loud. Purpose is not glamorous. Greatness is not given. Greatness is built by people who have nothing, but keep going anyway. Sometimes the most powerful architects are those who rebuild themselves while rebuilding the world around them. And sometimes the strongest houses are built by women who were once broken. Kindly like, share, and follow for more.